Okay, let's move on here to another trailer. Um, and yeah, let's just move on to this trailer. So this particular week, we got a trailer for a documentary coming out of Apple TV Plus. And I'll just give the synopsis here. Director Bryce Dallas Howard um, teams up with her father, Ron Howard, to explore contemporary fatherhood through anecdotes and wisdom from famous funny men such as Will Smith, Jimmy Fallon, Neil Patrick Harris, and more. Again, this is directed and created by Bryce Dallas Howard. I assume it's written by her the same, although there's not um, there's not credits to that effect, at least on the IMDb. But that stars Bryce Dallas herself, Ron Howard, her father, Keenan Thompson, Will Smith, among many others, just like they mentioned, Jimmy Fallon, Neil Patrick Harris, uh, uh, Jimmy Kimmel, as you just saw on the screen. So yeah, this is due out June 19th on Apple TV Plus. Who, by the way, I remember specifically canceling my Apple TV Plus membership, and they're still hitting me up for charges. So, Apple, if you're fucking listening to this, I don't like that fuck shit because I specifically uh, what do you call it? Not declined. What's the word I'm looking for?
It out.
Yeah, canceled or yeah, whatever the fuck it is. My Apple TV Plus shit.
See, hey, but here's the thing: you didn't go through the five steps of cancellation. You probably through the four, where you tell them four times, like, no, no, thank you. Yes, I would like to cancel. Yes, I would like to cancel today. I'm 100% sure. No, I haven't been drinking. I'm not under the influence of any alcohol, which is why I'm canceling. But you didn't go through that final step.
Apparently not. But let's talk dads here. So I watched the trailer for this, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I just watched it actually earlier today, and so I was really surprised by it because it actually looked dope, man. It looked really really good, And I think there's some people who might find it cheesy or stupid, or maybe they don't think Bryce Dallas Howard should be doing a documentary on this. Whatever. People are gonna have opinions. I don't give a shit. I liked it. I thought it was dope. It shows a lot of the emotional side of being a dad, which I'm not a dad myself, but I imagine that I have I just my brother just had a child, so uh, you know I just got the chance to feel like what an uncle feels like, and then my sister, there's another one on the way, so I'm feeling that twice, and I got to tell you, it's one hell of a feeling just to be an uncle. Not much less a dad, but I know that's something obviously that you can speak directly to. So I'll shut the fuck up and pass the mic.
No, yeah. So when I saw this, I thought it was great, and I heard about this project some time ago that Keenan Thompson and Will Smith, I think they're part of the production, producing this documentary as well. As well, and when you hear about like all the other people who are part of this, I mean, you got Neil Patrick Harris, you got Jimmy Kimmel, you got Jimmy Fallon, a lot of other like big Hollywood names. This looks really good. The trailer looks really good, and I think it's gonna be it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be light, and it's gonna be easy to watch. It's gonna be enjoyable. I think it's also gonna be emotional, and it's gonna do a lot of really great storytelling, right? Because if you're a father, you know that you kind of get no love except for that one day a year where they like you get the steak, but you have to cook the steak, right? Because they're like, oh, dad, throw it on the grill, and it's like, well, now I gotta cook my own. I gotta make my own gift. Uh, but no, yeah, it's like this is a great documentary about all of the unsung heroes, like the dads out there who don't get as much love as like the moms do sometimes, and it's just great storytelling. That's what I saw here. I'm definitely going to check this out when it comes out. I have Apple TV for like another 6 months, so why not? They don't have shit else.
Fair enough. Um, yeah, and I think what's interesting, man, is that with as much that's out there about shitty dads, I feel like we don't get enough, commentary on dads, and not just whether they're good or bad, but just like the experience of being a dad. And I think that we have this sort of like specific idea of what a dad's supposed to be in terms of like stoic, just, the person who doesn't really display too much emotion. And I guess that's kind of like born out of like, obviously, historical context and this whole idea of masculinity. Um, but yeah, so it's just always interesting to see when something like this is explored from just and I hope that this is what this is going to be, but I hope it's going to be sort of like um, this unfiltered sort of look at what it is to be a dad, both the good, bad, and everything in between. Um, in terms of you're dealing with, and just be frank, about different scenarios, different situations that you might find yourself in, and so I think it can be a really interesting exploration. And so yeah, for one, I'm definitely looking forward to this, and yeah, can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I got a funny story for you. I got a funny story for you. So like the other day, right? I'm uh putting my daughter to bed, and usually at night we lay down together just because like it helps her go to sleep. So I'm like laying in bed with her, and I'm like, hey, tomorrow we're gonna have to like get up a little bit earlier than we usually do because daddy has some stuff to do, so he's gonna have to take you to school a little bit sooner. And she's like, okay, like what do you have to do, right? 3-year-old asking me like, oh, what do you have to do? And I'm like, so I explained to her, I was like, daddy just has like a project to work on and some errands to run, and got to get it done early, blah blah blah. She turns to me and she's like, okay, dad, if you've had a good day or if you've had a bad day, just let me know.
What?
And then she just rolls over and lays down and goes to sleep, and I'm just like,
What?
and I was really in shock, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Is she consoling me? Like, and like, if you've had a good day, if you've had a bad day, just let me know. And I'm like, thank you. No one's ever said that to me. This is what this documentary is going to be about.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like the beauty of kids, right? Like they often mimic you. So I'm sure she's heard somebody either say that or say something close to that. And so she just said it without really like oh, yeah, whatever. Just let me know, Dad. Dude, just let me know how you do.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Great project from Bryce Dallas Howard, who I'm a big fan of. I've always been a big fan of Bryce Dallas Howard. And recently she had a comment about everybody's been like it's the people are just discovering, oh wait, there's a lot of like black filmmakers and there's a lot of black films out there. Who knew? And so one interesting thing that they've been watching is The Help. And I don't know if we talked about this or who I talked about this with, but The Help. Okay, you might have talked about this last week. But The Help shot up the views list on Netflix or whatever the fuck the streaming services, whatever. And so the all the people who are involved with the project were basically like, it's probably not the one you want to start with as far as like education about black issues from a black perspective. And I saw that they had a quote from Bryce Dallas, and I was like, oh my god, don't do it, Bryce. I love you. Don't say something crazy, because it's like it's just so crushing when you hear the person that you like actually like say something wild, and you're just like, fuck. Now I got to make business
Yeah.
decisions each time you come out with a movie of whether I actually watch it or not, because you're a piece of
And
shit.
not what did she
Oh, yeah, I probably should have led with that. She said, yeah, she said, I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something to the effect of, yeah, like if you're interested in like what the actual black perspective is, don't watch this movie. Like this is the movie you should start with. There's far other better movies that do it way better than this particular movie. So she got it right, and I was like, yeah, that's my girl.
and that's very true because the movie is focused on a very small, it's focused on the experience of a few people in a very particular time, right? And you don't go to a movie like The Help to learn about black history, because at the end of the day in the movie, the black men and women are still viewed as the help, and the movie is just about how they should just be treated better, right?
Yeah, well,
uh,
I don't think that was like the worst part of.
there are a lot of other learnings there, but like at the beginning of the movie and end of the movie, black people who like lived in that time in that area were still, essentially the help, right? That's what they still were. It's just about how, could I'm not going to say it's about how things could have been better, but it's about their experience as the help.
Yeah, I think, and maybe this is a more extensive conversation than we need for this particular segment, but really, I think the problem with the help is that it does it from this like sort of like again like kind of like a white savior complex, right? Where you've got, I think it was is it Emma Stone, I think is plays like the lead character in the film, and it kind of shows, oh, she's the one who's trying to write these stories and trying to do the right thing and yada yada, and it's just like, all right, but like if you want some real shit on like actual experiences and things like that, I imagine it doesn't have to be written from that perspective of, a white person coming in and saving the day, or revealing what's going on. So, anyways, I don't want to get into an extended conversation about that, but yeah. So, Dad's comes out again June 19th, and so check it out. Yeah, and let us know in the comment section below what do you think about the documentary once you see it, and have a chance to watch it. Drop us a comment in the comment section below. Okay, let's move the fuck on.